Leading local tonight in our top story, back to school is right around the corner. We're just weeks away from the first day of classes. And with the upcoming school year comes new laws. One is the statewide cell phone ban.
KX News' Tyler Flipson joins us to tell us more about the state turning on the do not disturb mode when it comes to students in school.
Joel, Kiara, cell phone bans and practically all electronics for that matter are not just being put on do not disturb mode, they're not even allowed to be out at all during the school day from the first to last bell, in an effort to not only remove distractions from the classroom, but to also promote better socialization amongst students while at school.
Access and the influence of cell phones on our young people are actually rewiring the composition and the makeup of their brain.
Cell phones, and more specifically smartphones, are one of the fastest developing and beneficial tools in our modern society. But in the classroom, they're often seen as distractions, and that's why changes are coming to public schools right here in North Dakota.
When Governor Armstrong came into office, he was sworn in December, he felt very strongly about a bell-to-bell cell phone ban, meaning from the moment that our children walk through our school doors until they leave at the end of the day, whenever they may leave, that there would be a ban on cell phones.
This law, coming from House Bill 1160, requires public schools to implement a phone-free policy during instructional time. The law requires all personal electronic communication devices to be securely stowed and inaccessible to students, but it's up to each school district to determine what that enforcement looks like.
So you're looking at 7:40 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. The expectation is that the cell phone is not on a person, not physically. It can be in their car, it can be in their locker, but that's not physically on them. That includes lunch, that includes passing times, that includes all of those pieces. It's a tiered consequence. First time, Carly has her phone out, go to the office. You can get it at the end of the day, might have a little detention. And then it just escalates from there. Second offense is parent has to come in, retrieve the phone. We need to have a conversation, maybe some in-school suspension. Third offense, again, parent needs to be involved, look at some out-of-school pieces, and it just kind of continues to build from there. But I think in the long run, once we can find a rhythm, it'll be good. It'll be good for kids, it'll be good for staff.
As mentioned by Dr. Radarath, this new law is set to benefit everyone involved, but there are some exemptions to this law.
So there are exemptions built into the law that allows a parent, if their child has a medical condition, whether it be a physical health or mental health condition, that they can get an exemption and that child can have the cell phone. And
I posted on Facebook earlier asking KX viewers what parents thought about this new law. And while the views were split, the common concern across the board was, what if there was an emergency? How could they contact their child?
in times of emergencies, it's very important, even more important at that moment in time, that your child is not distracted with a cell phone trying to communicate with you, that they are very much dialed in and their complete attention and focus is on the adults that they're with at the moment. Schools have unification plans, they have emergency alerts that are in place. It will be important for our school districts to take a look and re-examine what some of those communication plans are. If they haven't been practiced recently, if they haven't maybe been updated recently, in concert with this cell phone, this new cell phone law, it will be important that districts take a look at that communication plan.
There is the area for concern amongst some, but not all parents and even students are as against it as you would think.
Honestly, kind of excited. I know some kids aren't the most excited for it, but I think relationships are going to be built so much more, and there's so many activities that we can do that we're not realizing that as we're at school on our phones, so I'm excited for it.
Let's just focus on the positive, and we have a great Bismarck Public School and St. Mary's school system. They're wonderful, so I think we're moving in the right direction. The kids, they need to focus on education and not who they're texting and talking to and disrupted during class.
This law is not a sunset clause, meaning this law doesn't have any set end, but Superintendent Baszler said they'll be closely watching the performance of their students in the state from grades, attendance, and more for the next year, expecting positive results in the classroom after removing phones from their campuses.